Hello friend, my name is S.N. Patil. In this video lecture, we find the Fourier transform of f of x is equal to 1 minus x square when x is lies between minus 1 to 1 and 0 when x is lies between minus infinity to minus 1, minus infinity to minus 1 and 1 to infinity. Okay, and also we find the integral 0 to infinity x cos x minus sin x x cube cos x by 2 with respect to x integration. Okay, let we have the function f of x 1 minus x square when mod x is less than or is equal to 1 and 0 mod x is strictly greater than is equal to 1. By definition of Fourier transform, capital F of k is equal to 1 upon under root 2 pi minus infinity to plus infinity f of x e raised to minus I k x dx. Okay. Now see, here the given problem is divided into three parts. Okay. When x is lies between minus 1 to 1, then its value is 1 minus x square. Okay. And now see, here there are two parts. The first part is this and second is this. Here the value of the integral is value of the function is 0. Value of the function is 0. So first of all, we divide this minus infinity to plus infinity as a minus infinity to minus 1 to 1 and 1 to infinity. Now what is the value of f of x here? 0. What is value here? 1 minus x square. Okay. What is the value here? 0. Okay, we substitute here. Then the first integral and the second integral is 0. The remaining integral is 1 minus x square into exponential function and 1 upon under root 2 pi. Now here we apply generalized by parts rule. Instead of applying simple by parts rule, we use generalized by parts rule. We know the generalized by parts rule of the integration u and v. U into v is u v1 minus u dash v2 plus u double dash v3 minus plus minus in this way. Okay, here dash is indicate order of derivative, suffix is integration. Selection is very important. We select u term for vanishing term as a vanishing term. The derivative of 1 minus x square is vanished after second derivative. The third derivative is 0. Okay, and see the exponential function never vanishes for, so that we choose this term for the integration, that is v. We apply here generalized by parts rule. This is the u, this is the v. The derivative of u means derivative of this bracket is minus 2x. This is v2, this is v1. V1 means what? Integration of v. V is exponential function. You know, integration of exponential function. Integration of exponential function is exponential function. Okay, e raised to function, and in denominator the derivative of that function, that is derivative of minus ikx is minus ik. Similarly here v2, v2 is integration of v1 means integration of this bracket. Don't simplify, keep this bracket as it is. Its integration is exponential function as it is, and derivative of minus ikx is minus ik, and previous minus ik bracket square plus derivative of this bracket is minus 2. Now into v3, v3 means integration of v2 means integration of this bracket is again same, e raised to minus ikx, and derivative of minus ikx is minus ik, and previous minus ik bracket square, it become minus ik bracket cube. Now put upper limit and lower limit. Upper limit is 1 and lower limit is minus 1. We put throughout x is equal to 1. Put x is equal to 1, x is equal to 1, x is equal to 1. Similarly, x is equal to minus 1. Here minus 1, here minus 1, minus, here plus. Similarly, throughout plus. Now see. So this is the upper limit. Now this is the lower limit. Here 1 minus 1 is 0. That's why the first term is here 0. Similarly, here 1 minus 1 is 0. So we get the simplified term. This is 0. This is 0. Now in next term here, construction of the term is very important. We observe first denominator term where the power of k, ik is same. Here 3, here 3. We construct the ik brackets square term. Okay. So before also, here we get e raised to I theta plus e raised to minus I theta. We know that the standard formula cos of theta, cos of theta is equal to e raised to I theta, e raised to I theta plus e raised to minus I theta, e raised to minus I theta divided by 2, that is 2 is multiplied, that is 2 times cos theta. Similarly, when we take minus sign here, then we get 2 times I, 2 times I sine theta. Okay, when we consider minus sign. So accordingly we construct the term here e raised to minus I theta. Accordingly we construct the term as e raised to plus I theta, and next second term is e raised to minus I theta. See here e raised to I theta, e raised to I theta. So here this minus sign, here minus sign, and this simplification. Let us simplify this term, minus ik, sorry, minus ik bracket square. There are three terms, minus sign I and k. Okay, minus sign square is plus, I square is minus, and k raised to 2 means k square. So we get minus k square here, minus k square means this minus sign, this minus sign, this minus sign, three time minus sign. Okay, means all time minus sign, then keep minus sign as it is. So we keep this minus sign in denominator. Okay, now here minus minus plus, and this minus sign again, here minus sign. So here this is numerator is plus, and we keep minus sign in denominator. See, we get, okay, e raised to I theta plus e raised to minus I theta divided by minus k square. Intentionally we first construct the e raised to I theta because we want the 2 times cos theta, या 2 times I sin theta. Similarly construct the minus iq in denominator, minus iq raised to 3. So first focus on e raised to I theta. So see, this is the 1 minus sign, this is 1 minus sign. Now simplify this. The simplification is, the simplification minus I k raised to 3, raised to 3 is equal to minus I raised to 3 is minus I. First we, there are three terms, minus I and k. Minus 1 raised to 3 is minus I raised to 3. I raised to 3, we know that I square, we know that I square is minus 1. Okay, and multiplied here minus sign, then we get I raised to 3. I raised to 3 is minus I, and here minus sign, so minus minus plus. Okay, and this I and k raised to 3 is k raised to 3. So we get plus I cube, plus plus I k raised to 3. Okay, so here we get plus I k raised to 3. So construct the minus sign, this minus 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 plus. Okay, and this is also plus. So we get this plus term, this is plus term, means I raised to I theta is a plus term. Okay, now here this is minus and this is the plus, that is this is the minus sign. So accordingly we prepare here the term, this minus and this minus, minus minus plus, so we get this plus term. Okay, minus sign is multiplied to the second term, minus minus minus, 3 times means odd time, means keep minus sign, we get this minus sign. Okay, now see, this is e raised to I theta plus e raised to minus I theta is 2 times cos theta, and this is 2 times I sin theta, 2 times I sin theta, and this I cancel, I cancel, then we get, see here we get, and we cancel I, we get this. So here 2 into 2 4, 2 into 2 4. Okay, take minus 4 is common. Now see the denominator here, denominator is k square k raised to 3, that is LCM is k square, LCM k square. Okay, so how we get the LCM k raised to 3, so how we get the k raised to 3 here, multiply and divide k here, that is k raised to 3 k raised to 3, and we take minus sign is common, then we get minus 4 is common, then we get the term. Okay, let us verify, minus 4 is multiplied, that is minus 4, minus and this minus minus plus, see this is the plus term. Now this is the Fourier transform of 1 minus x square and 0. Okay, see there is along with one problem, solve the integral. So for that we consider the Fourier inverse transform. This is the formula of inverse transform. We put the value of f of k here. Okay. Now takes constant term outside, and this root function under root 2 pi is simply 2 pi, that is minus 4 upon 2 pi. Now we write this Euler formula e raised to I theta as a cos theta plus I time sin theta. Okay. Now we want the evaluation of the integral. This same type of the integral is we evaluate. We put the value of f of x, which is given. The value of f of x is 1 minus x square and 0. See, write in, I'm going to write in right hand side. Okay. Now, but in problem there is a cos half angle is there. So how we get the half angle here? For which value of x we get the half angle? For that we put x is equal to 1 by 2. So throughout put x is equal to 1 by 2. X is equal to 1 by 2. Then we get here cos half angle, sin half angle, and put 1 by 2 here. X is equal to, then 1 by 4. 4 is multiplied. 4 minus 1, 3 by 4. And x is lies between this interval, minus 1 to 1. That's why we keep this value as it is and we ignore this. Okay. Now after that, the term is multiplied here and bracket is multiplied here. It means there is a real part, and here real part plus imaginary part. So we write this term as a real plus imaginary part. To equate real and imaginary part, in real part the cosine function is remaining. Okay. And the value of the imaginary part is 0. We consider only the real part. Okay. Now in integral problem there is a 0 to infinity. Now we got here minus infinity to plus infinity. Now we know that if integral minus a to a f of x with respect to x integration, if this function is even function, then we write 2 times 0 to infinity. Okay, when even function, this is even function. And if this function is odd, then the integral is 0. Now put k is equal to minus k here for verification. Cos minus theta is cos theta. Here sin minus theta minus plus. This is cos minus theta is cos theta, and this minus sign again multiplied, we get as it is term. So this is the even function. That's why we write as a 2 times 0 to infinity in next term, and then 2 is divide here. 2 is divide, that is 2 into 8 is 16. Okay. Now see, since the problem in terms of x, indefinite variable is not important, to replace k by x here. Okay. This is the required proof. Thank you.